beautiful people. Woo! For those of you who do not know me, my name is Nadirah Lugg, and I'm the president, founder, spiritual life coach, tarot oracle reader entertaining tarot and oracle reader of One Love and Light Center located here in California. And we are a spiritual center that help people find and maintain their blissful zen. So in other words, I love to tell people to think of us as your elevator operators to elevated consciousness. Yes. And we do this in a myriad of ways. We do this through the practice of yoga, guided meditation, Reiki healing sessions. Yes, I am a Reiki master. And the reason why we're here today through the practice of tarot and oracle card readings. And honey, it is a doozy. So on September 29th, we will be entering into our full moon cycle, and it is going to be in the sign of, no, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Aquarius, Aries. I know they both begin with A's. I don't know what, but whatever. I purposely, for the last couple of days, have been wearing red because it represents the fiery, self-starting energy of Aries, of cardinal sign Aries, just kicking it off, right? And so because of it, I said, screw this. Let me go ahead and rock my red again today. Let me go ahead and get all of this done. I'm doing this reading on a Wednesday. Yes, it is moon in Pisces right now because, again, I'm doing everything I can because your girl is about to get up out of here and go to the International Board of Coaches and Practitioners out in Philly and be amongst a plethora of wonderful speakers, motivators, entrepreneurs, professionals, coaches, everything. And they do this every year. And I'm so excited that in this year is going to be in Philly. Usually it's in LA. This year is going to be in Philly. And I'm all in for it. I'm in for the lessons, the guidance, the wisdom. I'm ready for the downloads. Beautiful people, it has been busy over here. I hope everyone is open to this Aries energy because it brings about an energy. That's literally what it brings, energy. And so Aries is the energy of action, aggression, self-starting. Okay. And so I'm ready. And I hope you are too. I have a testimony real quick. Last reading, which was in the new moon of Virgo, I did my reading before I did it for the collective. And I did mention before that there were a couple of cards that came out in my reading as well as the collective. One of the cards was books. And so you can refer back to the reading for the new moon in Virgo if you want to. But I asked who was out here writing books or reading wonderful books or felt the need to tune up by reading some particular book that was their interest. Beautiful people, I really am setting the intention that with every reading that I do, because everything is in synchronistic order, please do the work. There is a reason why Spirit has been, my ancestors been talking to me to deliver the messages, because I swear it is so factual. It is so true. It's so crazy. And so I have an announcement that I am currently, hubby and I are writing not one, but 2 books. Come through. Yeah. And so I'm so excited that I can actually make that announcement. They're almost, well, one is almost finished. Well, actually, both of them are almost finished, but one, I just completed the last of the stuff today. And so again, gear up with this energy. If you have a wonderful idea, put it into action. Use this fiery energy of Aries to get it done. So let me give some history on Aries. Aries rules the first house. It is ruled by its ruling planet is Mars. So again, we're talking about that god of war. Okay, kind of. It's the warrior energy, it's the self-starter energy, it's the get up and go energy, it's the initiator. So anything that you're beginning with a project, you just got to use this energy. And so it rules the head. So be careful if you're noticing headaches, migraines, please be careful with that. And the first house is all about the appearance, what you first put out there, your your habits of because people usually see what? Your physical first, right? So are you taking care of your appearance? How are you portraying yourself? Oh wait, hold on. And I got to do something else. Oh geez. Okay, I had to go and do some research to make sure I had the next moon cycle before I have to wait to the end and then try to figure it out. But I got that down packed. Okay, so what was I talking about? First house. And so again, it's Aries brings about the energy of again, what did I say? The warrior, the pioneer, the self-starter, high roads. Okay, so high roads, they're known to be leaders, well, natural born leaders, very ambitious, very direct. Those are the high work roads. Okay, you want a job done, you can get an Aries to do it. Yes. Now it's going to be a pretty sight. I can't make that promise because this is why here's the low road. They can be known as domineering. They can be known as bossy, very, very pushy, very, very aggressive. And it's historically known that I don't kill the messenger, that Aries have a hard time being the first to say, I'm sorry. So if you're Aries out there who notice self-awareness is always key, that you have a problem with saying you're sorry, there's a reason behind it, but that doesn't excuse the behavior. So just be aware of it so that you can start working on that and finding the balance, because sometimes it's best, you got to say you're sorry. You just do. Okay. I am one of those too. It took me a minute to be like, yeah, okay, sorry. But if you appreciate the relationship between the person and whomever that may feel hurt or slighted, it's always great to go ahead and just say, I'm sorry. All right. So enough of that. I think I covered everything. It's the element of fire. And yes, I'm just going to let that be. So, like I said, I'm very excited about the books. I hope that you are out there again reading some wonderful literature. If you're not writing some wonderful literature, there was a reason why those messages came in the last moon, because it did prepare us for this moon. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a heavy read today. It is a very intense, heavy read today, but that is my gift. Come through. I know how to speak, speak with people about the uncomfortable and make it comfortable. That's my gift. Okay. And so it's all good, because what do we always talk about? It's all about perspective, beautiful people. So without further ado, this message is for you, my collective, on how to best work with this wonderful, fiery Aries energy that is approaching us very quickly on the 29th. Yes, come through. Okay, for our best and highest good. Let's go. All right. So up first, as always, we start with the tarot card. I feel so energetic. I mean, it's just like I had to take a little nap. That's another thing. Remember, pace yourself, beautiful people. You can't do everything. You just can't. And every so often, you need to take a nap. There's nothing wrong with a little nappy poo. Just get back up and get back into gear, but meet your goals. You can do it, okay? Anyway, first card up, we have Four of Pentacles, Four of Pence. And underneath the deck, we have 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands. All right, let's get it. So let's start with this Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles got a picture of this person, and this person is holding the Four of Pentacles. It has two under the feet, one on top of the head, and definitely holding this one close to the heart center, right? And so this card represents having, because remember, Pentacle is earth energy. It's about financial, it's about material, the material world, the financial world, security, things like that, monies. And so he or she is holding these pentacles tight. Do you hear me? Tight. I mean, to the point where baby is wearing the coins, holding the coins, stepping down with the feet with the coins. And so it brings about the message of be careful of holding on so tight to your money. Now, let me explain. It is great that we have beautiful people out here who know how to save their money for things that they need, for goals, for if you're reaching for a trip or some ideas. Great that if you're an excellent saver and budgeter, But with all things, there must be what? Balance. And so one thing we need to be aware of, if we're so hell bent on holding on to our monies, then we don't leave room for an exchange of monies or more money to come in. And let me explain why. My mother had a wonderful saying. A closed hand never receives. And that is so true. It is so, so true. You're so busy clutching and holding on to what you have that you can never receive the gift that maybe someone has for you. For what? More to come in, right? And so this is a true tale of you must be careful about how closely you're holding on to your money, to be possessive, to be miserly, to be one thing you, and I've seen it, I've witnessed it. I have seen people be so miserly with their money, making great money and pinching, nickel pinching and everything, because in the past they might had a mindset or past trauma of a poverty mindset, actually living below the means, because it was a struggle back in the childhood. I've seen this, and now in adulthood, you don't want to spend anything. You don't want to go anywhere. You pick and choose little bits and pieces here and there, but in all honesty, you refuse to spend the money on what you want to do that can make and create an experience to make you happy. And the sad part about it is, which everyone should know by now, you cannot take it with you. You cannot take it with you. So the best thing you can do is create a lifestyle and experiences with your money. And I'm not saying go out here and do a windfall of I'm just going to have one hell of a summer and I'm going to spend all my money. No, listen to what I'm saying. Life is a balance, but you have to treat yourself and give yourself experiences to be reminded of why you worked so hard for it, and have the mindset that it is circulating money. Money is a resource. It is not source. It is a resource. And so one of the habits that I'm so glad that I've been working on and incorporating in my life, and it's been doing me wonders. It has. I talk to my money and treat it like a lost friend, a long lost friend. So as I'm spending it, if I feel like, oh, Nadirah, do you need to stop that? I have to go back to my mindset of, I'm just circulating it. It's coming right back to me. And as I pull out my card to make my purchase, like I made some purchases today and yesterday. Hey, old friend, it's okay. I'm gonna see you again. You'll be back soon. That's what's up. All right. Hey, you have fun. Circulate, circulate. I'll be waiting on you. It's all good. Can't wait to see you. All right. And so it is. And I promise you, it was such a beautiful thing. Got a phone call or a hit up this morning. Money came through. Some money came through. Unexpected money too at that. Oh, and that's the best kind of money too, when it's just unexpected. And so, beautiful people, I say all that to say, be aware of this attitude and this mindset. So a couple of words that goes along with this is possess, fortune, prosperity, miserliness of wealth and emotions, control. That's another low road that can follow under Aries too. Controlling behavior. Okay. Two, possessive, avarice, lack of security, hoarding possessions. So remember, beautiful people, be aware if you feel like something is just like insecure about your purchasing power, your financial security. I really need you to ask some questions about yourself. Is it a mindset of lack and poverty? And if so, are you ready to make some changes? Because one of the things you're going to have to learn is investment in self in order for you to grow, whether that's in business, whether that's in family, whether that's anything in life. The first investment has to go into you. And so please learn to change the mindset. And if you need some help, your girl's right here. Holla at your girl, right? Okay, thank you. And shout out to I just got to take a minute. Shout out to the beautiful wonderful people that have been hanging with me since day one. I truly appreciate all of you. I appreciate your support. I had to take a moment to say, you know what? I think I have a message about something. I'm going to bring this up later. So let me stay on point with this, but it's about having good people around you and knowing your tribe. I'll explain the story in a minute. So underneath the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. So let's talk about this too. We have a person carrying a crap load of wands, 10 exactly. And it's breaking his back. It's back breaking labor to carry these wands. There's no telling where he's taking these wands. But the fact of the matter is, it's a heavy burden. It's a heavy burden on his back. It's a heavy burden on his shoulders. It's just a heavy, heavy burden. And so the importance of this message is not only is it a 10 of wands is the whole thing of carrying burdens by yourself, carrying the load by yourself. So beautiful people, if you are out here feeling that you are all alone carrying your burdens, your workload, it could be anything, the pressure of the family on your back, I see you. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I understand. I do. Because there are moments in my life I feel that way too. Feeling the burden that I had an aha moment. Matter of fact, here, I'm gonna take it one step further. I had an aha moment. And the beautiful thing was a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I had two different friends. God bless their sweet souls. They reached out to me out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Shout out. And I haven't spoken to them in a minute. Matter of fact, since a couple of weeks after my mom's passing and my mom's homegoing. Okay. And so they called me out of the blue. And I thought this was so wild. And I was going through something heavy at that time because my mom's death still comes around in ebbs and flows. Okay. And so this time, I guess Spirit, my mom, and everybody else did a shout out to the tribe. And so these two particular, because I have friends that do call me on a regular, but these two lifelong, one girl I've known since the 6th grade. The other chick I've known since college. Orientation, first time on set in college, and we clicked. That's my Aquarius sister right there. But matter of fact, both of them are my Aquarius sisters. I just had another aha moment. And remember, Aquarius are very intuitive. It rules the house of Aquarius. So I guess, like I said, they were tapped in on the spirit guide team, said, call, talk to you, girl. Or if not even call, because it was a text message. The point I'm slowly getting to is I was so grateful to hear from them, even through text message at my low point. And I had another girlfriend, but what is she? She's a Taurus. God bless her. But she's clairvoyant. She knows exactly when I'm going through something. She calls me right then and there. The point of the matter is I have such a connection to these wonderful, beautiful energies. It's so good to know your tribe. But one of the aha moments I had to have is sometimes people think you are so strong that you can carry these heavy, heavy loads on your back. And just because they don't see you breaking down or have yet to see you break down, they think you can handle it. And I had an aha moment to say, wow, has anybody ever even seen me in my lowest or in my sadness or even and I had to literally think back to say, have I ever allowed myself to be vulnerable amongst my friends? And I thought and I thought and I thought. I said I had to think. It was one time with one girlfriend in college when I was drunk and when I was drunk and cried over some boy. And the other time with my other girlfriend, I don't even think with my other girlfriend. I just don't. Now my Taurus girlfriend, she's caught me several times in my lowest moment when I've been crying over my mom. Because again, she's very clairvoyant. I'm glad she knows her power now. But she calls every time. I mean, maybe 4 tears will drop down, and the girl be like, "My phone's ringing." She automatically knows. But it goes back to this 10 of Wands. Sometimes people do not understand how burdened you are feeling with the heaviness of whatever burden you're dealing with because you have portrayed yourself to be such a strong, worrier, carrier, character, who just deal with whatever's dealing and keep it moving. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful trait to be able to stay very resilient and keep it going. But sometimes you need to express to people, no, this is not my best time. And yes, I need some help. I need some help. I need some support. I need somebody just to say, how you doing today? And even if I lie and say I'm all right, I doubt if I'm gonna lie though, because I didn't lie to them. You know what I'm saying? It's waves. It comes in waves. Speak your truth. I'm dealing with this, that. If they ask, I'm dealing with this, that, this, that, this, that. And then if they don't want to know, they know better next time. Don't ask me then. But at this point in your life, you should know who are your down to earth, true ride or die that actually give a damn about how you feel and how you are dealing. And if you don't, baby, you better start questioning your tribe. You better start questioning, because it's not, and I mean that in the figurative sense, not literal, because at the end of the day, you pick these friends. It ain't about them and their response. You pick these friends. So the question is, are they friends? Are they associates? And that's nothing wrong if they move from the friendship realm to associates, because that happens in life too, depending on the flow of what's going on with the reason and a season that you have friendships. Some people, this is one of the quotes that's in the book, some people are there for a reason. Some people are there for a season. Some people are there to teach you a lesson. Some people are just, hey, it's just a momentary stop. It really is. Okay. And then again, sometimes friends have to become what? Associates. And there's no love lost. It's just, I know where to now put you in your role that I see you in. And that's okay. I know not to call you at 3 a.m. because I need to talk to somebody. I know who to call. I know who I can call if I need a ride to the store, or I need to talk about my mom at 4 a.m. and I need to know, will you be willing to listen? Point blank simple. And so I am so blessed to be surrounded by some beautiful people. And I'm bringing this all back around to say, even in this 10 of Wands, let me even break down some of the words that go along with it. It's travail, overload, exhaustion, pressure, excessive responsibility. Try hard. Load is temporary, near the end. In these moments, these heavy, heavy, heavy moments, please, beautiful people, reach out to your tribe, reach out to your support, reach out. And if you feel like you just have so much pride that you cannot show a moment of weakness, or reach out to somebody anonymous, go to a confessional, call. If you want somebody new who's very neutral, reach out to me. But get that off of your chest, get that off of your shoulders. Heaviness and burdens that are constantly held on will sooner or later become sickness. Disease is no more than dis-ease to the spirit, to the soul, to the mental, to the body, to everything. So please be aware in this cycle, this next moon cycle, we're starting off and kicking off and probably dealing with shadow side now to the next new moon. Please be aware to please reach out to people, to a hotline, to your tribe, to a neutral party, to big mama, to little mama, to somebody. Okay? Hear me when I say that. And know this. The positive side to this card, the high to this card is 10 now becomes a 1. 10 plus 0 becomes now a 1. And so this is an ending to get started with a what? A new beginning. And so we all got to have these endings, these completions, these hard lessons that got to be learned the hard way, just so we can open the door for a new beginning, beautiful people. Take the lesson that you are learning from, again, knowing who can you really count on when you need some help, who you need some assistance. Okay? Come through. Moving on. Now, the cards I chose were, because we're talking about Aries, I did more actionary cards, things that helps to promote us to get moving. All right, and do some things. So I did some life coaching cards. So the first one we have is 37, fear, 54, the journey, 19, the wake-up call. Spirit was talking, baby. 56, mirror. And underneath the deck, 35, healing with nature. So let's begin. 37, fear. Fear. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. Here we go again. Here we go again, because this is nothing but a fear card. Fear of I'm going to go broke. Fear I don't have enough. And baby, let me tell you something. Right now, you have more than enough. Because hear me, if you were really to do a comparison about what people out here got or don't have, if nothing else, if you're seeing me on a cell phone or at home on the internet, guess what? You have a home and you have a computer and you have a phone to watch this video. I live in California, and good Lord, when I go into the city and see the amount, the numbers of homelessness, it is so crushing. The numbers that are going on around here. It is so sad, but it's a daily reminder to me. I have more than enough, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for what I have, and I look forward to whatever else is coming my way, in blessings, in health, in education, everything. Because I do live a blessed life. I do. And I'm aware of that, and I'm not ashamed of it. Hard work, tenacity, and to be honest, being grounded, being in step with my spiritual team, my intuition, to help guide me to the next step, to the next move. To the point I'm getting at is, beautiful people, fear is a dream crusher. Fear is a life killer. And the reason being is because you're so scared to do anything, to spend money, to make moves, to call and talk to anybody about how you're feeling, what you're going through, all of that. And it will keep you from moving forward in life. And I'm a firm believer, everyone deserves to have a wonderful life. Everyone deserves to be loved. Everyone deserves to just have a piece of happiness and peace for them in their home, in their life. And remember, your body is your first temple, is your first home. So beautiful people, be aware if you find yourself dealing with a fearful mindset. And what can we do to make it better? 54, that's 9. 54, 9, 7, 8, wait, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have a 10 that becomes a 1. Fear was 37. This is 54, that's 9, the journey. And we have, you are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. Now, this is not what we were just talking about. You are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. Right now, if you feel like you are going through a challenging moment, as so many of us are, we still have, there's good news that the writer strike has ended. They've come to some negotiation, but unfortunately, the actors are still striking. The union people are still striking. Hell, even the auto industry is now, man, it's between the strikes and the retrogrades. It's like everyone has something, okay? And so hear me when I say, you are not alone. I am here with you. You are not alone, beautiful people. So everybody has a challenge that they must deal with, but it is up to you to figure out, what can I learn from this challenge that's going to make me smarter, more resilient, and what, because this is more than likely, it's not going to be your last. It's just not. It's not your first. Please hold on to that. It's not your first, and you got over your first. You dealt with your first. You dealt with your second, your third, and your fourth. And this new challenge, it probably will not be the last, because life is always teaching us some kind of lesson. It just is. But again, it helps to create what? Wisdom. It's helping with that noggin. It's exercising that mind, body, and spirit to strengthen you, to know that at moments of having just faith of a mustard seed, and holding on to your support system and knowing who to talk to and talk with, you can keep going, keep moving, and then out of the struggle or the challenge or the tribulation, you now have a triumphant story to share with someone else. Because that's the goal. You take the lesson that you learn and you share that knowledge to the next person so it can help prevent them from bumping their head or dealing with that same situation. Beautiful people. That's why I'm here too. Okay, come through. Moving on. Trying my best to keep it moving. All right. We also have 19, wake up call. 19, wake up call. You are about to discover your life purpose. I believe this card probably, did it come up? Did this card come up last time? The new moon in Virgo, I also did life purpose cards. Reason being is because Virgo is all about what? Career and home, routine, stability. And so I pick cards to work with that deals with the major theme of that sign. And so please, beautiful people, if you have no clarity about what's going on for a life purpose or a goal or whatsoever, please refer back to that Virgo new moon reading that was just done. Please, please, please. Okay, it brings about some clarity. And oh, I forgot to even say this. Shout out to the Libras. Thank you, Virgos, for hosting for the time that you did. We appreciate you for your month. We do. Now we have to usher in the Libras. It's a Librian season, Libra sun sign. And so because of that, learn that, which leads back to what we're talking about. Thank you, Spirit. Relationships, partnerships, situations where you know you need to talk to people. This is the best time in this sun season to realize who has your back, who are you giving your energy, time, space to in relationships, and that could be personal, romantic, business, that really cares, that really, even if they don't care, investing time and attention. Because you got some people don't give a damn, but at least they'll give you some attention. They'll let you talk to them about an idea and this, that, and that. They're listening. Are they going to think about you later on the night? Probably not. They done moved on to some other stuff or what they deem as importance in their rank, which 9 times out of 10 is self and their family. But the fact of the matter is you have more clarity on that relationship. And so, beautiful people, you are about to discover your life's purpose. Maybe that is why you're going on that journey through that challenge. Because now you're going to learn, oh my goodness, I maneuvered through that so well. I learned something. And now I realize, I think I might want to do this for a living. So beautiful people, take notice, be aware, come through and learn that life lesson and that life purpose. All right, come through and check out that last video. We also have 56, mirror. Everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. Coming back to this card. And this is so true. And I have this on my Facebook thing. My inner world creates my outer world. And it is so, so freaking true. So the energy that you put out here comes back to you as a reflection of what you're putting out there. So do you have a poverty mindset? Are you thinking in limited thoughts and ideas and goals? Are you thinking that everything has to be on you and you're burdened with that fact? Then yes. Then the world, the universe, source is going to bring you situations where, yeah, it feels like you're limited. Yeah, it feels like you spent your last dime. Yes, everything that you were attracted to you. A limited mindset of poverty thinking is going to keep you thinking that you're broke, you have no money, and guess what? When it appears or when it comes in its apparition of just a coin or something in your pocket, that's because you've already put it out there. Why should source, universe, God give you anything if you already are accepting the idea that I'm supposed to be in lack? I'm supposed to be in poverty. I'm supposed to be in limited thinking of myself and my self-esteem or my living situation. Beautiful people, these are the questions you got to ask. And then ask yourself, do you want something different? And if you do, What are the necessary things that I need to do? I need to start reading some books to help to get this mindset together. I need to start hanging around another group of people that's on some more elevated level that got resources. Again, you want to be a millionaire? Need to hang with some millionaires. Guess what? This weekend, I will be. I will be. And I'm going to suck up each and every piece of information and knowledge. I'm going to have my notebook. I'm sitting in the first seat. Anytime I go to school, anytime I'm in a class, anytime if in my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, you will always find me in the front. Any certification I've taken, any classes I'm in the front row. Why? Because I'm a Gemini and I'm sucking up that knowledge. I need to know. I need to ask why. And I'm the first one to ask questions if I need to. We need to elaborate on that. Can you give an example? Well, if I have a scenario of A, B, and C, does that mean that D, E, and F is going to happen? And they will happily answer my questions because I'm involved. They have my interest. I am quiet and I am listening because they have something I want, knowledge. Why? Because I'm going to apply this knowledge to something else, which is how I wound up writing with my husband 2 books, not one. We just took a class called Publishing to Profit. Not only did we write, like I said, 1 book, we wrote 2. And the point that I'm getting is this. You can create your misery or you can create your happiness. Now, baby, the choice is yours. So please choose wisely. All right? All right, I'm moving on. And underneath the deck, we have 8, well, it's 35, so which becomes an 8. Healing with nature. Your soul yearns to be in nature around the healing waters, flowers, and trees. Your soul yearns to be outside in nature around the healing waters, flowers, and trees. Beautiful people, please be aware that sometimes we get so wrapped up with these 9 to 5s that we forget to clock in and get back to nature. We do. And so I understand what happens. We get so involved in the day-to-day that we forget to ground ourselves. We forget to ground ourselves forget to ground ourselves into what we're in that moment, or why we work so hard. Again, we need a reminder of why we work so hard, or even if it's not even about hard, because my practice is I work smarter versus harder. Matter of fact, I play harder versus working at all. But the fact of the matter is, every so often, we have to go outside. We have to look at this beautiful world that we are living in and appreciate what's the gift that we have right now, to see the birds, to see the insects, to see the grass, to see the sky, to be able to feel the wind, to be able to just experience the natural processes of this world, in this realm, in this element. We are spiritual people here having a human experience. So with all these senses that we have, go out and use them. If you're blessed with sight, sense, taste, sight, smell, taste, hearing, and and feeling, touching, then use it. Touch a plant, touch a tree, smell a rose. Listen to some birds cawing in the air. Taste your favorite ice cream or whatever the case may be. But utilize your senses, beautiful people, and please connect with nature. Connect with nature. Take the time to connect with nature. All right. Now, I haven't used these in a minute. These are my African, what are these? My African Goddess Risings. I love these cards. I love these women. I love the pictures. They're so vibrant. First one up we have is 14. I think this is Atete. And worthiness. And we also have Oya. She's the Orisha goddess of storms, Oya. And so I said I wanted to read these out, but we have 14 and 13. I don't find that a coincidence how it wound up in sequential order. Worthiness. Beautiful people, I need us to step into our worthiness. I do. We're going through some stormy times. We are, and that's okay. It's a cycle. Remember, we're in 10, and 10 soon will become a 1. But in the meantime, we need to work on our worthiness. And so I felt the need to have to read these, okay? And so I think this is a Tay. Goddess of worthiness. Stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. The embodiment is you matter. Worthiness is in your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need you overflowing magic, joy, vulnerability, and most importantly, we need you. Come on with it. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your creator loves you unconditionally. And the declaration, the goddess declaration for this one is, I matter. You damn right. And you know what else? Let's take it another step further. The mantra for Aries is I am. So beautiful people, if you're having a hard time figuring out what it is you need to do, let's start with these words. I am worthy. I am worthy. Say it, hear it, believe it. You are here for a purpose, beautiful people. But if you ain't sticking around long enough to calm your nerves, get grounded to understand what that purpose is, then you will be running around here like a chicken with his head cut off all over the place and stressing yourself out, living miserly, clutching your hand, not receiving your gifts. So beautiful people, I need you to accept that. Get ready for that. And Oya, storms. Here, let's talk about Miss Oya. Yes, queen. Look, and it's so funny. It's meant to be because it just opened straight to it. Oya, the winds of change are in motion. Come through. Look at her. Oh, she's so beautiful. Come on with it. She reminds me of Storm. Straight up. You know what? I think that's probably what they based Storm on. Stanley could have been. I'm just saying. The winds of change are in motion. Into every life, a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly, and other times change is swift. So, what's the embodiment? What would you like to change? If you are not actively changing, you are choosing it. Oh, let me say that again. Oh, I heard that. No, I got you, Spirit. I got you. If you are not actively changing it, you are choosing it. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. Oh my God. And if y'all have been watching and staying from day one, you already know how I feel. If what you've been doing has not been working, honey, it is time to do something else. Something else. Now that's my quote. Come through. And it's going to be in the book. Okay. Stop giving energy to what is not working. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people in life to treat you better, you go first. If you attract betrayal, stress, and strife, the common denominator is you. Oh my God, this is confirmation to everything. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spiritual team. Yes, the common denominator is you. It has to start with accountability, beautiful people, because we got to make some choices. Better choices, wiser choices, but we got to make choices. Beating yourself up is self-harm. Feel your feelings. Honor your what? Your journey. Honor your journey. Honor your journey, beautiful people. Tell yourself the truth and practice self-compassion. Tell yourself the truth and practice self-compassion. And the goddess declaration is, I make shift happen. You thought I said what? That is not what I said. I need you to listen. I may shift happen. SHIFT. I made shift happen. I made change happen. And baby, it starts with you and what you're doing. We don't need to be in mindset. And then let me know how they go. Now, I also brought out self-care cards because again, we're Aries about action. So we got to take some actions. So to help nurture us as we're going along in this journey, first card up, we have what? 42. 42. Read. This leads back to the last reading from Virgo. Beautiful people, get that book. Write that book or read that book. But it's saying right now, read. Because if you're in a moment of lack, it's time to get some self-help. Download it, get it on Kindle, go buy it at the bookstore, take it out at the library. But there are resources out here that you can use. If you're not familiar with it, then learn about it. Okay? That there's a wonderful book. What is it called? Success, something of a Millionaire Mind. Success, something of a Millionaire Mind. I can't even think of the name. I'll figure it out and put a link below. But secrets. Whoo, that was going to drive me crazy. Come through. I did a hypnosis therapy session, and it helped me out. But it helps me with my recall. And matter of fact, even with the reading, up next is Dream Journal 20. So here we go with another book. This is going to be an empty book. You're 20. Dream Journal. There is so much importance of a dream journal. Now, this brings me to the bit of news that I would like to share. Shout out to a wonderful spirit called Manifest. Her name is Manifest. No, her name is Mavis Manifest. Mavis Manifest. She's on TikTok. She's on Instagram. Yes, and she's on YouTube. Beautiful spirit. She's not really online a lot, but you'll get an idea of what she does. She has a gift of connecting with people that's made their transitions. And so God bless her sweet soul. I'm so glad that she's a part of my tribe. I helped her out with some wonderful energy work and tarot readings, or just me being who I am, talking with her. She shared with me the relationship we had is symbiotic. I help her, and let me tell you, yesterday she thoroughly helped me. I had a session with her, and she helped me to communicate with my loved ones. Now, understand this, and let me have some clarity. I communicate with my loved ones all the time. I do. I talk to them through my cards. I talk to them. Now, if my girlfriend is clairvoyant, I am also clairvoyant, but I'm also clairaudient and clairsentient. What does that mean? I have an inner knowing. I can just feel it. I can feel it in me. I hear, and man, and when it comes, and I can hear and I see things before they even happen. Okay. And so this woman asked me a question, and it was basically based a message from the other side from my mom. Beautiful conversation, and I'm not going to go into detail about it. But one of the questions were, do I dream about my mom? She comes to me through my dreams. And I said, no, she's come to me twice. And it's been a very hard pill, bitter pill to swallow, because my brother has dreams about her all the time. Me, it's gotten to the point, it's a rarity if I even remember my dreams. But when I remember my dreams, I like to write them down. But again, it's been a cycle that I have not been remembering my dreams. Well, guess what? I remember my dream last night after this conversation, because the message was that my mother was giving me downloads while I'm dreaming, so that I'm able to understand and hear her during my weekend state, right? And so I say all that to say there are reasons why we have to write down our dreams. My dream last night gave me some more insight of some more gifts that are coming my way. Spiritual gifts and all kinds of gifts that are coming my way. And I'm so grateful to be receiving them now. And I look forward to seeing more of it when they come. Okay, because I got a lot going on right now, and I know ain't nothing but my spiritual team working for me. I set my intentions, I write out my goals, I do the work, I do the action, I place the steps, and it's been happening. It's been happening, beautiful people. And if you don't know how to do it, holler at your girl so we can talk about it, so you can start doing it. And underneath the deck, we have hydrate. Hydrate, 27, hydrate. One thing is for sure, in this process, in this journey, beautiful people, you have got to hydrate your soul, hydrate your spirit, hydrate you. There is something powerful about water. Water, whether it's the cleansing process of our body, externally and internally, whether it is the spiritual practice of hydrating the body, which is also hydrating the brain to keep some clarity of thought and thinking, whether it is the cathartic process of crying and letting water come down. Hydrate your skin with your tears if need be, because it's time to what? Shed them. If you're feeling so much burden and pressure and all this other stuff, sometimes we need a moment to cry. And if you feel like you can't cry to anybody, go to your circle, go to your side, go to your little room or your closet, or whatever you got, or in your car. But you need to shed, shed the tears, cry and mourn for what you need to mourn so that you can what? Cathartically have your moment, reset. Now that I had that out, let's get to business. And that is what I have to remind myself every time I'm going through these heavy waves, ebbs and flows. And just like water, I must flow with them. And I shed my tears, I cry, I reminisce, and then I wipe them. Thank you, mommy. I know what I need to do. Let's get it moving. Let's go. All right. And lastly, I pulled these cards out. Come through. Shout out to another tribe member, my girlfriend Talisha. She bought me these cards. You got this. I had to, after I saw this heavy reading, I said, oh, Lord, let me do something, some inspirational stuff. So hey, here we go, beautiful people. The first one, don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. Let me say that again. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. So, prime example. Sometimes, again, that limited mindset comes in. And because it's so limited, we just think we can't. And the sad part about it is we can. There's an old folk tale about two, I think I want to say it's like two fleas or something like that, or two grasshoppers, and they're in a glass jar. And so they've been caught. And so the person that caught them turned, closed the lid, and so they start jumping up, trying to escape. And the person poked holes in it, and to make them trapped in this jar, and they can't escape. And so they just keep going and keep going and keep going, and they keep banging their heads up, and they're going down. Well, sooner or later, one day, the jar winds up being opened. And because the mindset had them in such a limit of not jumping up to bump their heads anymore, they didn't even realize had they applied enough pressure in their jump, they would have been freed, because somehow the lid got open or ajarred and loose. So the point of the matter is fear of bumping their head or making some kind of shift and change and keep trying prevented them from being free. And so, beautiful people, I need you to understand that word can't. The only difference between can't and cannot is N and apostrophe T. It's a difference. It's an apostrophe T. It really is. It's just, matter of fact, it's not even an N. It's an apostrophe T. That's what it is. That's what it is. So guess what? It's all about perspective. So make a decision, beautiful people. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? And if you are, what are we going to do about it? Come on. Underneath the deck, last card, we all have ability. We all have ability. The difference is how we use it. The difference is how we use it. So I have a quote that you'll be seeing in the book. But one of them is, the quote is, we all have superpowers. We all have superpowers, and it's your job to figure out what is yours or them. Plain simple enough. And it's true. I have gifts, but it took me forever to, in my adulthood, well, not more so my adulthood, to really recognize the gifts that I have. And so with that, I'm able to help other people and live the life that I love to live. And I'm blessed by them. And so listening to my intuition, I know, I know how to make moves because I listen to my intuition. I know who, if a vibe is not right, I get out of there. Or the people I'm talking to, if they're low vibey, it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for this wonderful evening. And I exit left or right. But it's by me listening and feeling and understanding and being connected to my intuition that has helped me throughout life. I have gotten myself out of some situations that, Lord, I wouldn't have put on anybody. And unfortunately, I know some people who went through their own trauma because I got out and she did. All I can say is, beautiful people, trust your inner feeling, trust and practice your intuition, and know that it's time to search deep and find out what are your abilities, what comes so naturally to you that you could just, if you could just turn up the dial and hone them, they could become your future moneymaker if you just pay attention. If you just pay attention, beautiful people. All right, and that is enough of that. Like I said, I want to shout out to the beautiful people who been looking after me. So Kelly girl, Aisha girl, Salisha girl, Key, Mavis, Manifest, Hubby, and I mean the list could go on and on, but Anna, these are my tribal women, fierce warriors, and I'm so grateful for them. I really, really, really am. My auntie, Rejeko, who constantly just calls, and she's an Aries. And the hilarity of it, my auntie calls me nonstop every week to do a check-in. My auntie has stepped in and literally stepped in my mom's role like no other. And I'm so grateful to have her in my life. This is what I'm talking about. You need to find your tribe. You got to know your tribe, know your family members, know who has your back and your support and supporting you. She might not be watching the videos, but God diggity dog, she picking up the phone and she's calling me. And I'm gonna call her. So beautiful people, I appreciate you being with me. The next reading will be on the new moon of God diggity dog, did I forget that quick? Libra. It's Libra. Yes, Libra, October 14th. Okay, new moon in Libra. And so I look forward to that. And as always, beautiful people, I want you to what? Like, share, and subscribe. Yes. If this message resonated with you, by all means, beautiful people, it's great karma. Please keep giving a thumbs up and the subscribe. I appreciate that. It helps with the numbers. It helps with my YouTube channel. It helps in my growth as well. And please click the notifications so you will be aware, because I can't wait to make my announcement about the book launch. I can't wait to just do a whole lot of announcements about so many other things. It's things are moving in fast gear, and I'm so grateful for it. And I'm not one of those who are making announcements all the time on social media, because I one thing I've learned with my mom's death, I do live in the moment. I do. And so me taking the time to post, oh, I did this and have this, that ain't me. It's not me. So it better be really significant, or like this. I will post my readings, but it better be something real significant if I have to go post it on social media. But I know I need to get better with that. And right now, that's not a top priority to do so, because again, my blessings come when I stay in the moment, beautiful people. But anyway, as always remember to what? Shine your light. I am a firm believer if everyone wants to shine their light, and I mean brightly shine their light, honey. No one will be in darkness. Why? Because you never know who you may inspire. My job out here is to inspire others, because I am constantly inspired by others. And beautiful people, I hope my energy has inspired you to make some changes, take some actions, do something different, shake some stuff up, and inspire the next person, and let it be a domino effect, because we can go ahead and make some changes in this world, but it has to start with us first, beautiful people. And again, holler at me if you need some assistance, you need to talk to something. We offer services, beautiful people, at One Love and Light Center. So holler at your girl. Everything is down below. You can email me at several emails is down below, and the information is down below. But besides that, beautiful people, I'm going to enjoy this conference, and I do believe I will be streaming live. Oh, I will be streaming live on Bigo. So I got another thing that's coming up that I've been doing as well behind the scenes, but now I guess I can tell you now, BIGO live. And so I do live streaming, live cooking demos, yeah, it's another side of me, live demos, and I'll be streaming live at that conference. Because man, with some great people, great knowledge, get them gems, come through. Yes. And that'll be this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, beautiful people. Mwah! As always, I love you, and I want you to continue to love on yourself, and do those self-care cards, beautiful people. You got this, okay? Mwah! Take care. Enjoy this Aries energy. Enjoy this Librian energy with these relationships, partnerships, and mediation and negotiations, and enjoy, and get ready for the next cycle in Libra, okay? All right, bye, beautiful people. Take care.